Okay. I didn't even see this bit at the time. Multi-millions, personal businesses. Why are they not even paying for the applications? Oh, I'll show you where they pay. They pay for the application. Pay for the applications. When it's time for the adoption, that's when you'll see all this stuff going on there. That's when you'll start seeing all this stuff appear. Look, I've had this 3 times. My nephew was removed with not even a piece of paper. My nephew was removed without this. My nephew's down as being my child. Look. My nephew is down as being my son. That's how disgraceful they are. My poor sister. They used my stuff to take my nephew because she had nothing. No DV, no this, no that, no nothing. So what they done was use my papers to pretend her son was my son. And DJ Lee Smith done that. And then look at when he resigns, when Ocean's court case starts. Look, this is the things where they think I'm stupid, and I've got them all. It's all the dates you have to. The dates are crucial. DJ Lee Smith. He was a criminal judge as well. It's funny how we didn't see the crimes going on under his nose. Her Majesty, the Queen, has appointed these people. Queen don't have no say and nothing to do with this. Someone wrote today, the Queen has no say in any matter to do with the country. It's funny how she's got all the say in this stuff. Mr. Alfred Nicholas Hardstaff Lee Smith was called to the bar in November. He was appointed an acting stipendiary magistrate in November 1999 and became a deputy district magistrate in 2000 on the unification of the district bench. Let's see when he resigned, when Ocean's court case started, just literally weeks before they tried to drag me to court. Sort of saying they all think that they've got away from me. I don't think so. I'm going to show you 2 judges that was in the previous proceedings and both disappeared at the same time. Oh, is this Company's House? It was? Okay, no, it's not this one. I hope it's not Alfred. Let's have a look. Let's have a nose, shall we? 1971. What did it just say that birthday was there? No, even that. Look how long ago he was called to the bar. 1976. People wonder how this stuff works because it's the same people that have been in this for so long. Like the judge, Davy, she's gone past her retirement age. What judge is working past retirement age? Really? One that likes being in control, one that likes power. It's not given the information anymore, but he actually retired from Luton Court in the February 2020, and my proceedings started April 2020, and here's another one as well. Judge Waller. He dealt with previous proceedings. He said that the local authority was liars. He encouraged my family to come back to the courts and sue the local authority. Retirement. Let's see when he retired. His Honour Judge Waller retires as a circuit judge with us of effect from the 1st of March 2020. 1st of March. Because what Lindsay's done is changed Waller's previous judgment. She thinks she has, but I've got the original version. She's changed what this guy previously done to free me and my family. Sorry, let me read you those comments. I've just been... I'm actually interested in those all involved in MIG-offence in the public. It's all of them. It's literally all of them. Because you've got the senior, Gordon Andrew Saker, who obviously runs costs. So he's sitting at the top with the Lord Justice, whatever, I can't remember his name. I've actually got a complaint with him right now that he's been too coward to answer regarding racial and fraud. I've been waiting. They think they're gonna let it outride the human right thing. But I'm gonna snub them last second. But yeah, he left before, because like I'm saying, what they've done, it's like they've changed the previous proceedings, but it doesn't make sense because me and my mum have got all the papers. So I don't understand why Lindsay has acted like the year that my mum was accused of kidnap didn't exist and that it was for other matters. But he actually encouraged my family to come back and to sue local authorities. Okay, who else? Right, now let's show you this woman here. This is where it gets really interesting now. We're going to look at some of these fake social workers and maps. That's what we're going to look at. That's why they've had to take my car off me, because I was too quick for them, you see. Too quick for them. Been doing this fight for so long. Get information about a company. I'm getting really hot. Start now. Okay. So, okay, let me get up Social Work of England as well. Right, I can close all the Fenner stuff because I've been through that. Right, watch this on Social Work of England. Right, this stuff is very crucial now. I'm going to start breaking down the ring. Search the register. Right, Trish, Tozo, Wono, Zimbabwean. Search the register. I've looked on it recently. She's changed the location of where she works since my daughter's proceedings. But I've got all of her stuff anyway, so it doesn't bother me. Right. This is where it's crucial. You've got to look for little clues like this, people. Trish Kudzai Tozawono. She's location, Cambridge. I've got screenshots. I'm going to post them up that she was registered to apparently working in Huntingdon. Because what they're doing is they're not running illegal cases through Cambridge. They're running them through Huntingdon. Like, for example, Bedford and Milton Keynes broke. Milton Keynes is legit. Bedford is illegal. The courts in Bedford was closed down, but they were still running and having people in them. But they was using Luton as its face. They're filtering the real businesses amongst the fake. So her location's changed because now everything that she's done illegal, now she goes back to being legit under Cambridge, you see. But I've got it screenshotted. I'm going to write that down as well, just to remind me of things to post up for you lot. Because these are on my phone, but obviously because I'm doing a live off my phone. And like I said, I don't save stuff to this computer. It's pointless because they can get in my house. Trish, I'm going to put Huntingdon. Because some very peculiar stuff around that contact centre as well. Right, so Trish Kudzai, yeah? Right, let's get this cracking. Find company information. Start now. Watch this now. Trish Kudzai Limited. Oh, have they disappeared since I've put up my petition? Oh, I've typed Kudzu. Let's just... They've all been erased. They've all literally been erased. But I've got the stuff. She, hold on, let me see. I think I've got a copy of her in my email. She's basically a nurse, registered, running from her house. Oh, let me do it this way, actually. Let me get you her stuff this way. Instead of, that's what I'm saying, they're raising stuff of company's house because everybody's clocking onto this stuff. So we got to start using other websites. There we go, guys. Look, they're not that smart. They're not that smart for us. Kudzai Limited is an active company incorporated on the 10th of January 2014. Yeah? with the registered office located in Northamptonshire. Kudzai Limited has been running for 8 years. There is currently one, so she can't even lie and say it's not me, one active director according to the latest confirmation submitted on the 10th of January 2022. Because what they thought that they was going to do was put my daughter on a ship in the January on the 21st. What I found all the freight stuff. I found, all the ships, all the cargo containers that they was using to put these kids on. And they thought that they was putting my little baby Ocean on a freight. They thought they was putting her in a cargo container and they was going to take her by road to flipping Zimbabwe. That's what they thought. And I kicked off such a fuss that it didn't go through. My court case ended up being extended because my court case was actually meant to conclude in the January 2021. And then they thought at the end of the month they was going to do that. Miss Lewis Mill kicked off. It didn't happen, so... But let's start looking into this business now, what she actually gets up to. Yep, you can keep me updated if you want. I'll do that later. To my Proton, I want all of this stuff. Right, so like I'm saying, she's not a social worker, she's a nurse. Last submitted, so she's still active. She's one of the ones that's still active as well. Now, when my daughter's court case was going on and I started making noise about her, she actually dissolved her company's house for a little bit. But as you can see here, look, last submitted stuff on this date. Less than 10 employees or under 2 mil turnover. Look at this, what she does, guys. Hospital activities. So she's running a hospital from her house in the middle of Northampton and her neighbours don't know. Her neighbours do not. Local authority asserts at the relevant date that the child was likely to suffer. I don't know how. There's a social. But that's audio, so I might have to post that on a separate or try and play it out loud at the next protest or something. But she does hospital activities. Now, where it gets interesting with her, because when you click on her people, you're gonna have to forgive me. I've never been on this site, done it this way. I usually just use companies. When you usually go into company's houseway and you click on her people, it gives you the Zimbabwean Mugabe. It gives you the Zimbabwean Mugabe who's been in her property, had a meeting with her in her house. Because on company's house, you can see who they've had meetings with, what's this, what's that. She had a Mugabe in her house in the middle of Northampton. And the Zimbabwean office, embassy, I'll have you know, is right opposite. They tried to close down the main Scotland Yard and they moved it to a place. I don't remember the name of the road, but it's where all of the embassies sit. I'm a Londoner, this is so bad, I can't remember the name of the road. But basically, where they tried to move the smaller Scotland Yard, like I said again, in the midst of the pandemic, illegal, they was using all these little dotted buildings of theirs, so people thought that what they was doing was normal, but all their main ones was actually closing down. Scotland Yard told me to go away. They asked me, how do you know all of this stuff? They told me, get out now. The woman was bright. She was like, get out, please. She's like, how do you know all of this? She's like, please, get out. She's like, leave, you must go. I'm like, what? I said, my child's being trafficked. I'm showing her all of this stuff. And she told me to leave and get out, and that's when I knew I had a problem. That is when I knew I had a problem. How do I want to see this woman's people. Like, so I'm saying this one's a little bit different. I want to show you. Okay, here we go. Right, so look, this is her actual abode, by the way. Because, yeah, I have eyes. This is actually an abode where she's resting. Because I have eyes. These people think I don't have eyes. I've got eyes. I don't need my vehicle. They took my vehicle. I don't need my vehicle. My vehicle was a way that they could track me using their ANPR, so I chose to get rid of my vehicle. So they couldn't even track me by ANPR. They can no longer come to my house and say, oh, her car's on the drive, so she's inside. This is what I'm saying. I've had to do things to guard myself. I don't even want a vehicle. That's how bad it is. Nursing. She's been doing this since 2014 and is still actively doing it. Tell me how you're my child's social worker then. which I've got papers to say you wasn't. You was a student. You was a student social worker. Look. Couldn't make it up if you tried. Look. This is her real name, though, by the way, because remember what it said? There was only one what? There was only one director. So her name's not even Trish Tozawana. Her name's Miss Alice Devenji. So the judges let somebody use a false statement and a false identity in court to take somebody's child away. Look, there we go. That's her real name. You lot saw how I just got all this stuff up, didn't you? Look, Kudzai, just by using something so small like a middle name, you can get these people. You can get these people. A middle name was able to trace you. And now I've got your stupid injunction, which upholds. Yes, I did have a business registered on Companies House. So I've also now got your confession. I've also now got your confession on a police report, which police are perverting the course of justice. These people think I'm stupid. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is where it gets really scary. Who's seen the picture of that creepy man on my Instagram? And he's called, sorry, not on my Insta, on my Facebook. And he's called... Gray Tapiwa Dewenji. Now, this is Alice's brother. Gray is Alice's brother who lives 3 minutes from our house. Let's just get Google Maps up a second because I want to show you how these rings are working. I want to show you, just in case anything happens to me, how these people are working. And anyone that doesn't get this, I beg, after I do this video, I don't want no one to message me and say, can I get proof of... No, you're going to need to go away and do what I've done. Imagine having your child taken and you've got to sit and go and find all this and keep saying. Imagine your child being taken and you know. Look at these people. Hold on. Let me just get her Facebook up a second and then let me tap into her brother and sisters as well. Just to show you, like, I couldn't make this stuff up anymore. This is just one of three. Sorry, one sec. Let me just log into this. I'm gonna get them good today, guys. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm with people that actually get it. If people don't get this, I'm sorry you missed it because I'm trying to save my own. I can't save everybody else's. I've been to one of these houses, knew my daughter was in there and had to leave her behind because I could not take all of the children. I said I cannot go in there and just take my one child and leave, knowing that there's other children in there. I've been, that's what I'm saying, I've been to these places. Imagine having to leave your child behind because you know that there's other children that need to be saved and the police are not even helping you. Imagine. And then the harm happens to my daughter. Sorry, one second. Free Baby Ocean at Gmail. Well, I don't know if anyone can get on my Facebook wall. Like, it's all... I've already posted her profile. Now it's going to make sense to you who the guy is, though. One second. Let me just try log into... I've never logged into Facebook off this computer. I'm so old. Really outdated. Right, I'm not even going to waste time dilly-dallying. But if someone goes on Facebook right now and types in Trish Tozawana, she'll come up.
That
going against me today, or if it's due to Facebook having me on the... else on here that's crucial. Like, I don't want to be going through this, but
fourth, we have an event with
gonna stop. You go on my Facebook, I've posted up and slicks back her hair. Her brother. Okay, hold on. Let's get. Hold on, I want to get her brother up. But let's go on to. Right now, let's go see who their so-called staff are. Let's take a look at their so-called staff. Because like I said, Alice the Venji nurse, her brother also uses a fake name, and his house, I'm sorry to say, is actually the worst. And I think that is actually where the sexual activity on the children is taking place. My daughter used to come into contact with a red vagina. I've reported it to the police, and they keep erasing the reports. As a parent, it makes me sick to say, I know something's happened to my daughter. Not just a physical abuse level. I can't even bring myself to say it. How do we get maps up? So I want to show you his address, how close they all are to each other. You can see I've done this all. Look, my stuff's all purple. I've sat here for days. Right, so hers is 2 Middlemore. Let me just paste that in. Okay, now there's another address in Northampton called Goode Street. This is where the traffickers from Enfield live. Honestly, the boss, one of the ringleaders, lives literally round the corner from this Trish woman, in the house with Trish's brother, and his name's called Honest Morbad. So he works for Enfield, but he found himself at my house, even though Enfield's not my area. So hold on, let's get up Goode Street so I can show you how close they all are to each other. Sorry, I'm really ill. Hayfee forgot me, guys. No, not Tottenham Court Road, London. I want Goode Street in Northampton. Why is Google Maps doing me like this? This house here, I'm telling you, these men in this house are wrong uns. And even that, when you look on it originally, it says that the house is owned by Michelle Thomas. Who house was owned by Michelle Thomas, but that's not actually the case. When you start looking at the company's houses, it was Bedford Borough Council called Anna Karumba. Now, I posted up a picture of her on my Facebook, and somebody popped up to me and was like, oh my gosh, I know this woman. She's just done the same thing to me. She pretended to be a manager, a practitioner manager, and then I found out she was a student. Them comments are in my thing. She was accompanied by Honest Moore Badzar. Now, he works for Enfield Council. Hold on, let me get Company's House back up. Not Company's House, Social Work of England. This is why things like this take so long, you see. People think this is a straight. You have to keep bouncing between thing to thing to like this is and this isn't a job that someone. Now, remember, I'm not trained to be a criminal investigator. Okay, so Honest More Badzar. Now we need to where we need to be. We have an idea because they do things like this. Look. So we know that that's clearly to do with residency. We know that anything like that, that's clearly to do with residency. Yeah? British. He's not British. He ain't British. And I'll prove that in a second. Right? So he does homes now. Okay, watch this now. And look at that address. That address is in Stevenage, yeah? Watch this. Look, there we go. What was I saying to you? Northampton, about Northampton? Because what they're doing... Look, I had to type in his middle name. Look, because he's giving me he's being two different peoples on Company's House. He's being the person at Stevenage that deals with properties, but then he's being this Honest More. Look, I've had to use his middle name, which he used to run a business from Glasgow in transportation. Watch this now. Now we click on Goose Street, Kettering. This address and Alice's address are literally so close. So close. So close. Look, 12 Goose Street, Kettering. I believe, in my heart of hearts, this is where the children are sexually assaulted. Nature of business, licensed carriers. Now, guys, we're going to talk about their vehicles, what vehicles they use. All the ones at the top that are very important use white cars. Okay, write this down. All the ones that are important, like managers, ones that are like head of these rings, they're all using white vehicles. Now, the children are being carried in Fords, either navy or black. The colours is very important. The colours are very, very important. The navy ones and the black ones are what's used for them before they go into these fake care systems. Okay? And then once you're in the contact centres, they're using Peugeots, like 7-seater Peugeots. All the bosses are driving around in the white. Again, I'm going to say some things to you, and some people that will go away and study this, when I start looping the things, or like tomorrow morning when you lot wake up, there'll probably be content with no explanation, but that's because I've done the explanation here now. I can't multitask or multifunction. I can just do it how I can do it. But this man is responsible for accommodation, and he's responsible for licensed carriers. Now, okay? Let me get to... So he lied and said he worked for Bedford Council. All right? Hold on. So I'm saying this is what these crimes. I say to my mum, I'm like, don't their heads bust them? Who can think to do all of, like, my brain hurts trying to think of why they've done certain things. Don't their heads hurt trying to think of all of the evil that they do? Hold on. Honest More. And what he didn't even tell me his name was Honest More. He was using the name Oni, O-N-I. He was using the name O-N-I. So that's what else they're doing. They're shortening their names. Like, for example, I had a social worker. Her name was Sue. But then when you look her up on Social Work of England, she's a Susan. Right, Honestmore. Look, there we go. Enfield. What are you doing at my house, mate? 75, 80 miles off the map. 75 to 85 miles off the... He tried to break in the back of my house. I have complaints upheld that this man was looking at me through my underwear, through the window at me in my underwear. Now, if you're a genuine social worker and you're peering through someone's window, being nosy, and you see them in an undressed state, you turn around. Not this man. No. But Honestmore didn't stop here. No, he didn't. Basically, then, what happened was I went out that day for a walk. And there was this car, like I'm saying, there was this is what I'm saying, but this was before I knew all of this. But I'm very road smart, I always have been. I was trained very well from young. But Oni was sitting at the top of the road in a car, which I hadn't seen the car because when they initially came to my house, they wasn't in a car. They come on foot, as you know. They don't park on your drive, none of that. But it's not till I've gone out, like an hour later, he was round 2 streets round waiting for me at the top of my road. Didn't notice anything. Going to the shop with my 2 kids. Nice summer's day. I don't feel like I was under any attack at them times, or, do you know what I'm saying? Nothing. I'm just living a normal life. I'm not being vigilant, unobservant, or paranoid, as people would call it. It's not paranoia when it's happening. But, went to the shop, and then it's like I've noticed this car creeping, and I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, no, because I've just stopped, pretended to put something in Ocean's buggy, and the car stopped next to me. Long story short, this man followed me for 3 hours and didn't say a word. But 3 hours prior to that, I've got videos of him trying to break into my back garden after staring at me through the window. And now I found out, look, you're not even from the council that you said you was from. Look, from Enfield. I'm in Cambridge. Your business is round the corner from my house, yeah. Your business is round the corner from my house. And your business is round the corner from Trish. Kudsai. Alice. That's what you don't even know what to call them by anymore. Okay, so, right, hold on now. Now we've got this address up, though. 1 second, because there's other people that live in here and they're running different businesses. So they're all in the same house, but it's like, for example, me being in this one house and me saying, right, I've got a salon, but then my friend's running a business and he's like, I've got a gym. It just doesn't go. It does go to them, but so you got transport. So we've marked off transport. I'm going to write down what we've touched upon as well, because so transport, tick. Health, activities, which there's more. Just because I've said that, I'll get to the next woman that does health activities as well, because they all work together. And when you go on their LinkedIns, you can see the years when they all work together as well. So it's even more stupid. So yeah, that's Oni, and this is this address. But hold on, let me just... Right, it's this one I want this address. So copy this, and let me type this now into company's house and see. Let me just see our people. What's in these people? Yeah, look, there we go. Badzar, Skyland, look, Glasgow. Correspondence address. Look, he's actually from Glasgow. Look. He's from Glasgow. His business is registered here, but then he's got another business in Stevenage, but all he's done is just took out his middle name. Look. That's how they do it. They just change their names. Spelled him different. Look at his nationality. I thought on the other page it said he was British. Since I moaned and said Zimbabweans are trafficking children, what they're doing now is all going away and changing their identities, and magically now they're born in Britain. I can't believe it, even if... Right, so I've got this, right, let me paste this address in and see if this other guy comes up. There we go, look. Look at them, look at the lot of them. Look at the lot of them. Disgraceful. Look at all of the traffickers under one roof. Look, there we go. That would be a good raid, wouldn't it? That would be a good raid. And then you could just drive around the corner to the health department that's being run from its house. Look at them all. Active. Look, active role. Marketing consultant. How can you be a marketing consultant, but he's running a transportation thing from the same address? How? I can't. I feel sick. I feel so fucking sick. And this is going to be the thing. You can't ignore all these parents because that's what I'm saying. Not when stuff, this is about 30 minutes from my address. Do you know how much times I've had to tie my hands and legs together? Honestly. And it's not because I'm scared of nothing. It's because they're hiding behind their badges. Using the judges to help them. Look. Couldn't make it up if you tried. But then watch, look, the list grows because I want to show you this creepy guy. I want to show you this creepy guy here, look. So he's changed his name, by the way, as well. But look, again, like I'm saying to you, we get the middle names. Tapiwa Gwatidzo. Somebody go on their Facebook and type this guy in, please, and take a look at him, and I'll tell you who he is. Sorry, I don't want to scare you. Type in Tapiwa Julius Dewenji. Type that in on your Facebook and look at the guy that comes up with his hand across his mouth. Look, you couldn't make this up if you tried, look. If you tried, look. Look. Look, his name's changed how many times? Look, you got Tapiwa Gwatidzo, you got a Philman Tapiwa Gwatidzo, and then you got a Philman Tapiwa... Look, again, look. They just changed their names. This is all they do. And on... Look, what the hell was that? 9 Goose Street. Oh my gosh, they're opening up more next door. Oh my goodness gracious. Because these ones are new to me. I can't deal. I can't. These ones are new. These ones are new. Because originally it was just number 12. Number 15 is new. And so is number 9. Look, they're just growing, and they're just living in their own communities. That is why people's not noticing the dodgy activity, because the dodgy activity, they're all dodgy neighbours together. It's like not noticing your neighbour's a drug dealer popping out 20 times a day because you're one yourself and you're missing it. Look. What the fuck is Romilly Group? What is Romilly? Guys, I might have to take a break in a second. Other professional, scientific and technical activities. I'm so angry right now. Oh my goodness. Look at the years, look. They all merge in together. They all merge and they all work together. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. I've got this. Let's keep going. Oh. Media. If you lot don't know what this is and anyone else wants any more proof, you're going to have to go in there yourselves and get it, because I can't spell it out even more. Someone might look at this and say, so what? They're just people that know. It's wrong. It's wrong. Look, tons of them. There's tons. I can't. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I have to tell you all. I've been trying to tell everybody. So we've got about 6 different businesses running from one address. Look, nature of business, and what they're starting to do now is, because people are getting suspicious, is they're not even putting a name. How is this going on? How? They're not even putting what they're doing now. Look. Oh my gosh. Look. There we go. Look. Look. Our kids are not going into normal hospitals. Our children are not going into normal hospitals when they're having these injuries and they're being abused. They're not going into hospitals because no one's going to sexually assault a child and take it to hospital. Nobody is going to cut open a baby's neck, stitch its initials into the back of it and take it to a hospital, NHS, which everybody claps for. When you lot was all clapping for the NHS, I was crying. I was dying with what they done to me. The fake reports, the this, the that. Everyone was there clapping them, and I was researching stuff like this. A disgrace. NHS is and now, because Miss Lewis-Muir's found out about all of these nursing agencies, I beg everyone, oh no, let's just do it together. Just to confirm I don't chat no crap and how bad these lot have had it with me. People are asking me, why haven't I done this and that? I've nearly lost my fucking life. Multiple of times. Look at what they're opening up in Cambridgeshire. Look at what they're opening up in Cambridgeshire. Look at what they're opening up. Because I found out about all of their shit, so now they want to make it look like it's legit. They're gonna, with their fake badges, go and get a little pitch and a little bed, and they're gonna take our children into these places. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna vomit. I'm actually gonna flip and vomit. This is the proof. Look at the dates. Look at the dates. Look. Look. Plans for. Look at the dates. Look. Yeah, when I filed my appeal. Plans for early designs for 220 mil Cambridge Children's Hospital submitted. Because what they want to do is, so they're not doing it now in their addresses and it's getting too obvious because they're getting greed. How does, look, I'm going to show you outside mine, just for hypothetical. Sorry about the underwear and the thing. Right. How, I'm running a ordered. Do you get it? How do you order medical gear to your house when someone shouted that you're trafficking and that you're experimenting on a child? I've got it written all in my court statements. I just want to show you the bombs first, and then I'll show you how sick this judge actually is and what the fuck she's actually done. Let's keep going. So from